In Port Townsend along the shore there stood a structure that wasn't a bore. A man from Prussia built himself a castle. Luckily for him, money was never a hassle. The views of the Sound were beautiful indeed, until its guests they started to bleed. First a priest who committed a sin found himself hanging next to a bottle of gin. Then a young woman who had fallen in love fell onto the sidewalk from a window above. The giggling child that wanted to play died of an illness which the doctors would not say. Then there were two lovers that had just found their spark. Let's hope tonight they don't get lost in the dark.
What happens when two strangers start dating by spending the night in a haunted hotel together? Do they hit it off? Do they ghost each other? Or do they get ghosted?
Alright, and action!
Alright, we are headed to Port Townsend, Washington. Very excited to stay at Manresa Castle, one of the few castles in the United States, which is interesting because the other castle I stayed at was also in the state of Washington. If you haven't watched that, Thornwood Castle.
A lot of people don't know this, but when the English were building their castles, the Washingtonians were also building their castles.
Oh, shit. Don't fact check that. This is Josh.
Hi guys, I'm new.
Newest of the
New guy.
alum of That Girl Got Ghosted to the school. It's a very elite school.
We'll do a reunion.
That'd be juicy.
I'm out on the reunion tour now that we're talking about it. I don't want to do the reunion tour.
We booked one of the haunted rooms per usual, room 306. Rumored to have a woman ghost who is frequently seen in our room, likes to move shoes around. Not
How do you
gonna
think
wear
she'll
them.
react to Crocs? Did you bring your
I
Crocs?
didn't bring my Crocs.
Oh.
I did bring my Cotopaxi Chiva.
Shout out Cotopaxi.
Branded.
Hashtag Tiva. Hashtag follow us on Twitter. What's up?
What's up? I do have a promo code though.
Yeah, you do. You want to shout it out for the viewers? Check the link in the comments below.
I have a very good feeling about this.
I think it's going to be 24 hours of terror. We're probably going to get chased out of the hotel.
What would happen if you saw ghosts tonight?
Like, maybe it would be cool and calming. Maybe it'd be like a real friendly ghost. Maybe it'd be a Casper type situation. Or maybe it'd be like an Insidious type situation where I get super freaked out. Or maybe it's a poltergeist situation. Maybe I leave my TV outside of my motel room after my house gets sucked up. I think I'd be pretty freaked out. I've never had a ghost experience.
It's gonna happen.
It's a friendly ghost, hopefully.
But not in the dining room. They punched somebody in the face.
That would be kind of funny. Isn't it like a ghost that hates women? So you would be the one getting one in the face, so.
Regardless.
Yeah. Yep.
It's gonna be an interesting night. You ready?
I've never been more ready for anything in my entire life. This is my calling.
Let's go to Port Townsend.
A wacky?
I'm in charge.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, baby. The boss. Yeah.
Over here.
That's my boss.
It is very close to me.
No.
No? It's not?
Let me understand.
There is.
And it used to be all brick, but they covered it with stucco, and they put a hospital across the street because of all the hauntings and possessions and whatnot.
I'm ready to use those ghosts.
Yeah, you are. What?
Ooh, look at those ankles and cross.
Yeah, see, it's not tight pants. You're on camera right now? No paparazzi.
This is so cute.
Below all of this, there's the utility basement, and they have a door that says Dungeon Keep Out. I decided to go down and check it out.
Oh, don't actually go down there, babe.
What?
No.
Come on.
What?
It's open.
How are you gonna? No, this is like a staff area.
But yeah, very creepy. Jenell did not want to go down there when people were watching. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because it said keep out or if there was rules involved, but she was not into breaking the rules. In the dungeon, one of the staff actually got bruises on her legs, unexplained bruises on her legs, and then punched in the face by like a little hand.
He's breaking the rules. So we were just at the front desk checking in.
Yeah, Amber Dawn.
Amber Dawn.
Amber Dawn.
She's gonna come on later and share her stories.
Most time, people have told me that they've experienced a woman crying in there. I had somebody actually show me a photo of her that's sitting down on the bed next to them. You can actually literally see the bed indent. As I scanned across the room, that big armoire that sits right there by the door, there was like a white, like mist type thing on my camera that just came right across and dissipated. As somebody had some equipment to that room and I was giving them a little mini tour because there was nobody in there, their device kept on saying sad, restless, and slipped. Then it said slipped over and over again, like 3 or 4 times. So my theory is, what if she didn't actually jump out the window on purpose?
So she
was thinking about it and she slipped and
now
fell.
it's like, do you recommend like, because there's the bed next to the window. Yeah, which one should we sleep in it at?
Normally the crying comes from in between the beds. The mediums told me one time too that she absolutely hates the modern contraptions in that room, as she calls them. She doesn't like the TV, she doesn't like the fan, she doesn't like the refrigerator, none of it.
She's upset about it.
But you know what's the funniest part though? It's what she hates the most, and I've been told this twice by mediums, so it's gotta be some sort of truth to it. Is the lamp. Yes, she absolutely detests that lamp. About a week or so later, this lady comes to stay in 306. She was in there for about 9 days. Went through 13 9-volt batteries. And about 3 or so o'clock in the morning every night, somebody was going through her stuff and kept making noises and waking her up. So she was like, who are you? What do you want? And she said this proud little voice announces that it was her 9th birthday and she was looking for a birthday gift. That's another thing that people report from 306 and 302 both, is hearing movement up in the attic, because there's a piece of the attic that hangs over your guys' room. And several mediums that have come through this place have told me that they see the turret as more of like a portal, maybe like a beacon that kind of calls out to them. So it might be just more than the spirits that reside here. There may be some that just kind of float on through too.
Welcome to paradise.
We got room 306. You get it, you're good.
Yeah.
You're hired, babe.
Thanks, bro.
Now we're about to...
Okay, don't worry about that.
We're about to check in. Is this thing on?
Hey, what's going on there?
Room 306. Ready? Wait. The light's on, but there's no lights on. Ooh, and a creepy wardrobe. Oh, that worked. You got any vibes?
Man, it's not bad vibes. This kind of freaks me out. I don't know what's going on with this wallpaper deal here. I don't know.
Into it.
That was a kid. There's a Holy Bible there, standard. I had this idea to replace all the Bibles in America's hotels and motels with Matthew McConaughey books. Anyway.
I found a very small door.
Okay.
So come here. Just see how small it is.
Well, Americans were a lot smaller back then.
Wait, it's freaky?
It's kind of got a weird echo because of these walls.
Oh,
You
should we
feel
play
it?
games in it?
You hear it?
Do you think that's why people hear her humming in the bathroom?
Because it echoes?
Because it echoes?
Yeah, it does, obviously.
Duh, acoustics,
Yeah.
babe.
What's in here?
Oh, wow.
Well, only 2 types of people that know karate. Chinese and the king. And I'm one of them.
Alright, let's go to dinner. See what happens while we're on.
Let's do it. Let's do it, okay, man? Yeah, look out, man. It's recording.
What do you think, man? Go ahead.
Food was really good. Wine was really good. Okay, that's like way too close.
There you go.
My outfit.
You had like a half thing going. You had like this emo kid thing going.
I was gonna say though,
Say it louder. Say it.
No.
Say it. What did you say? Yeah.
this used to be the dining room that a lot of people had a lot of experiences in, but now it's a lounge.
Huh. And as you can see, it is open for business.
My expectations of the basement was that it was going to be this creepy dining room with the guys in Ghost Adventures, got all this activity. They're catching doors opening and closing. Instead of going into this old creepy dining hall, they have converted it into this like 80s, 90s vibe club. You can play N64. There's board games down there. They have neon lights, old TV screen. We hung out, we played dominoes. The elephant room was super cool. We just took a nap, but it is now officially 3 a.m. and we're gonna see if anyone wants to talk to us. Did you feel anything when we took our nap?
I don't know if I'm tired, but I just got like crazy chills on the back of my neck. I don't know, I wasn't sleeping very good, but like I was also like out. And then I just kept, I don't know if it was like my own imagination or not, but I kept like imagining a woman like walking around the bed, but I don't know if it was like, yeah.
Spooky dreams. It's in between 3 and 4, the witching hour. This is gonna be the best time if someone in this room wants to talk to us or connect with us.
Kate, English Kate.
Yeah. By the way, that painting,
Yeah.
it says welcoming daddy home, and it's a woman and a baby next to a boat. They really know how to get you around here.
That's what I say, like that can't be coincidence. Like there's no way that's coincidence.
There's a couple different Kates around here, but one of them, they think Kate was related to maybe an innkeeper or something and stayed here in this room. You can see the port and the ocean pretty well from here. And legend, there's really truly just legend about this Kate, who's most known to be active in this room, was one, she either thought her lover died at sea and then jumped out the window out of despair, or 2, the more risque version of the story, is she thought her lover died at sea. She dicked around and got pregnant. You go, girl, get it, totally cool. And then found, well, I'm not that far maybe, but you know, liberated woman, here for it. And then ended up jumping out of the window when she found out her husband wasn't dead, but she didn't want to face him with, you know, the truth that she thought he died and she was with somebody else. But Amber Dawn was telling us earlier, there's also mediums who have been here and they've said that she didn't actually jump when they tried to talk to her. She was like trying to set the record straight, and said she slipped. Yeah, so I think we try to talk to Kate and see if she has anything to say to us.
I think you're right, Sam.
Alright, let's go to the Ouija board.
We're about to fuck with some communication style.
Because my spirit box is out of batteries, and I didn't bring extra.
No, so we have to communicate like cavemen.
Old school. But Kate will like that. So she said that Kate doesn't like technology.
That's true.
I mean, she's gonna hate this light and stuff.
She's gonna hate the light.
The laptop. We have a lot of tech in here.
The laptop. The webcam.
Everything.
The analog, baby.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off all. Really?
Fuck.
What was that?
Your shoes.
Oh my.
That was recording too. Perfect. Alright, get this thing away from me.
When it comes to the Ouija board, I bought that thing almost 2 years ago in Savannah, Georgia. It has never worked. I've taken it to almost every single haunted hotel. Y'all have seen it in some places. It's never moved on its own. Have you ever played with the Ouija board before?
No.
No?
No.
First time? Anyone is here that would like to speak to us, you can use this board by moving the pendulum, just as we are right now, and letting us know that you're here. It's great to hello. So if anyone is here, could you move the pendulum to yes? And you can use the energy from any of our equipment in here to support you.
How light are we supposed to hold it?
Light.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're moving that?
Mm-hmm. Are you moving it?
Yeah. Are you actually moving it?
Hmm.
Thank you. That's a yes. Thank you so much. Who are we speaking with? Could you spell your name? Are we speaking with Kate? The elusive Kate? You can move it to yes again, just like you did before. Or if we're speaking to someone else, move it to, do you hear something? You hear something?
Yeah, you see that light?
Yeah.
Flickering?
Wait, the ring light? I've actually, this has never moved.
It felt like you were moving it.
That's why I was asking you if you were. And I swear, I've used this probably 5 or 6 different places. It's never moved at all.
Really?
Yeah, never once for this Ouija board ever worked.
That is like just way shit. That's great.
If you don't want to use the board to talk to us, you can make a noise, a knock, close or open a door. That worked, and then
Yeah, that was weird. That was really
and
weird.
then nothing now. Wait, did you see a flicker again?
Yeah, I definitely just saw a flicker.
Thank you. If that was you, could you make that light flicker one more time? Did it just go brighter and darker? I'm gonna
Yeah.
switch it up. Could you confirm with us by making a sound? It could be a knock. It could be by using your voice.
Did you see that? You are seeing the
The
light.
light, yeah, I am now. I'm gonna stick it by. Signal 32 by. I feel like this might not be the way to communicate. Goodbye.
I was trying to go as light as possible. Like part of my hands was like even coming off, and it was like clearly shaky, very scary. And I don't think that I'll ever mess with one of those again.
I was so dead serious though. This is
I
never
get
moved
weird
once.
feelings.
So.
Well, it just went quiet. And why did it go down here? That was weird. It trickled off from, you know, a clear yes. Then it trickled off into the corner and just stopped. She thought of something later that makes a lot of sense. A child back then, a child that would have died or passed away before their time, wouldn't have known how to spell. I mean, I'm so interested to see what you capture on the webcam.
Well, it's almost 4:30 a.m. now. The sun's gonna be up soon, and I think you and I
You think?
will hit the hay. We sleep in.
We gonna hit that hay.
We hit the hay.
We gonna hit that
Where?
hay.
You gotta show off your abs.
Oh my god, guys. So last night we went ghost hunting. I went to bed, I don't know, probably like 10, 20 pounds overweight. And this morning I woke up with abs, dude. And now there's a lawnmower out there mowing the lawn without a person. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true either.
No, but okay, so last night we had two things happen.
Yeah.
Real things. Real things. So the GoPro was lighting up all night long for like a minute or two. It is plugged in, trying to charge it, but it's been charging all night and it's still only at 81%, and we've been asleep for 6 hours.
And that's
So kind of weird, this is lighting up all night long, but we were looking and in one of the light ups of the GoPro,
oh, this is weird.
we gotta try to debunk this. So we'll show it, its security camera footage was running all night long, and the lamp that was to the right of the bed.
You want to show them?
Yeah, closest to Josh. Yeah, let's go over there.
This fucking freaky ass little Victorian lamp with little figurines on the front.
Was lighting up, and it has like, wait, it's not even fucking plugged in.
Yeah, I just got way chills.
I'm not even
That's
kidding.
right, because we were charging my phone, and at first we were charging. Whoa, where was that?
It's not even plugged in. Okay, so we were watching this video, and we're like, oh my gosh, the ghost played with this light, and I was like, okay, wait, let's go get the GoPro.
Well, in the
before we-
orb on top of the ceiling, it's off center of the light. Like the light goes up, but there's an orb that appears before
Well, and
the
it
light.
shoots, yeah, it like shoots where to the light
Oh
is.
man,
And I just assumed, we both just assumed it was like, oh, that was futzing with the light,
that's fucking crazy.
but the light's not even plugged in. Not plugged in. Because I was going to see how sensitive it was, but hold on, let's just plug it. That makes that so much cooler.
It makes it so much cooler, but as soon as like I forgot that we unplugged that.
Your phone doesn't have any sort of like flashy lights on it, right? I mean, it was too bright for a phone.
We would have seen it. The
And it,
phone
like,
was up. The phone was facing up. We would have seen the screen go off.
And it wouldn't have like shot up, and I feel like it wouldn't have made like a
No.
circle, because it was like almost like a.
If it was like this, maybe, but it wasn't like
yeah,
this.
because
It was
it
like
had like a
this.
circle shape to it.
I was like,
That is.
let's get out of here. Let's go check out and go get some coffee and talk about that some more. That's
We will. That was
so
creepy
crazy.
though. We've tried to debunk this. I mean, we probably spent, after we got back, a significant amount of time looking back at that footage, slowing it down, pausing it. When we were still at the hotel, we were trying to just figure out different light sources, and for the life of us, we can just not figure this out. But when we were asleep, we had the security camera set up on the other side of the room. At about 5:30 in the morning, there's a light that appears to be the light next to the bed on the side that Josh was sleeping on that hits the top of the ceiling, which weird in and of itself. And this lamp has this opaque cover to it, and so that would make a lot of sense for the light that appears in the ceiling. But then all of a sudden, it's almost like someone shining a flashlight, and then it's just flashing super bright, creating these shadows on the wall. The angle of the lights just doesn't even make sense for it to be that lamp. And we've looked back, I mean, Josh's phone was on the table, but we've checked a bunch of things. None of his settings match a flashing light as to why that would project that way. It's not even really the right angle to get the chair outline and some of the shadows that we saw on it, which it almost seems like the light had been coming from like the floor or like honestly underneath the bed, which is slightly terrifying. And And we looked, like I had a headlamp in my backpack that was on the floor, but we had tested it out the next night just to see what that would look like, or if the headlamp could shine bright enough through the backpack or even on its own to make that kind of shadow, but didn't pan out. Also, the cadence of the flashing doesn't really match up with any sort of automatic light, so I for the life of me cannot figure out what would have caused that. The GoPro adds another element, the fact that they coincided. When we were playing with the Ouija board, we did invite the spirits to use any energy source in the room. And you can use the energy from any of our equipment in here. You know, about an hour later, all of the electronics in our room all of a sudden are experiencing this surge of energy. And the screen kept on lighting up all night long, on and off. You do have to tap the GoPro in order to turn it on, or to at least get the screen to light up. Like even if it was on, which it was off, you still have to tap it or touch it to get it to turn on.
Okay, I'm a believer now. I'm sold.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I'm sold. That's so freaky. I'm so excited for tonight, even though I'm probably not going to sleep very well. Hopefully, possibly Kate, possibly somebody else, I don't know, is comfortable enough with us to come and say what up tonight across the room.
Yeah, so we're going to be across the hall tonight because we couldn't get this room again.
Yes, we got to get batteries.
Night 2. Thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Ways that you can help keep this show going is subscribe below. Then you'll know when episodes are coming out. If you've had your own spooky experiences in Manresa Castle, please let us know. Put them in the comments. Would love to hear about your experiences as well.
And if you have anywhere that you want to see us go in the United States or otherwise, comment below. Tell us all about it, and we will put it on our list of places that we are going to investigate and explore.
Let's see if I can do like, okay, cool.
No, like this.
Mind freak! Are you ready?
Just like that.
Like that.
Just like that, that was good.